Hello, my name is Rebecca Skillen. I am a Foundations and Essentials Director at this time. However, I have tutored all 3 cycles, and this video is for CC Cycle 2, Week 4. All right, so we are going to start our General Assembly at 9 o'clock, and emphasis on family presentations, expectations for our community, which I sing every week, and I sing daily, hourly to my children sometimes. Expectations, God loves me, and in Him I'm a new creation. I am kind and I'm an encourager. My mouth speaks kind words, my heart obeys and does what is right. My mind is smart and I love to learn. I will do my best. So that happens in General Assembly. We will have 2 families to do presentations, 5 minutes at the max per family, and we will continue to work on Genesis 1 through 27 is my goal, and we will call it a day. At this point, again, keep checking on Band for our weekly calendar updates. And if you are, again, this is kind of for me to make sure that I'm reminding, if you are in Essentials, that you are watching the Poudwa videos. That being said, let's jump right in. This is where I was mentioning it is a really good idea to have the second printing or make note of any errors in the geography in the errata sheet from the bookstore for your foundation guide. I did purchase a cycle or a foundation guide second printing for our community, particularly for our tutors if they want to reference it. Thankfully, I think all of our tutors have the second printing. My family has the first printing. So like I said, I do have this as reference if anybody wants to look at it and compare the first printing to the second printing if the errata sheet doesn't make sense. Going with that for week 4. Geography. So I do like CC Happy Mom for some of her music songs. However, some pronunciation for week 4 is a little off, so just be aware of that if you watch her videos. It is the Seine River, the Rhine River, the Elbe River, and then the Danube and the Volga. She pronounces the Seine River differently, and she says the Elbe River, it's the Elbe River. At least that's what I found on Pronunciation Guide online. So how do we remember these? I remember not having really, I was, again, kind of, waterfall exposure to all of this geography. I had some good at geography in public school, but not all these tiny details. I could tell you a lot of the countries in Europe, but I couldn't tell you all these details that our kids are learning. So I was like, okay, which rivers of which? And I really like how CC Happy Mom does this part. So you have the Seine River, the Rhine River, the Elbe River. They're kind of all parallel to each other. They move up in the countries. The Seine River is in France. Paris is right there. So the Seine River, the Rhine River is right above it, and then the Elbe River is in Germany. So the Rhine River looks like it starts in the Netherlands and goes through Germany. So you have Seine River, Rhine River, Elbe River, Po, down in Italy. Danube makes a cup, what did she say? Danube cups Romania. So it's part of, it's not exactly, but it's kind of the boundary between Romania and Bulgaria. So Danube cups Romania, here we go. And then Volga makes kind of a VY shape. Well, at least. So in the second printing, you just see part of it. In the placemat printing, it kind of looks like it is a V shape here, kind of a U-shaped V shape. So I did Volga makes, Vogel's in Russia now, here we go. So Seine River, Rhine River, Elbe River, Po. Danube cups, Romania, here we go. Volga is in Russia now, don't you know? European rivers flow, flow, flow. So if that helps you out, great. So Latin is a repeat of week 3. So bomba spot, spont, bomba spot, spont. So just really working on that pronunciation as you get in the older groups. If you want to make note of, it's not bam, bum, bomba spot, spont. So go with that. Math may be tricky. 7 and 8s can be hard. So, however you want to drill that with, movement or, whatever is going to work for you. Okay, nominative pronouns. So if you're in essentials, nominative is name. And for here, these pronouns, and I love this from Erica Rhodes. I've been watching her videos, and it's, this is now my 3rd tour in essentials with my oldest, and it's like, oh, things are finally coming together. I get it now. Nominative pronouns have to be, they're the subject of the sentence. So we have nominative pronouns, nominative pronouns, nominative pronouns, yeah. Nominative pronouns, nominative pronouns, nominative pronouns, yeah. We've got I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. So it has to be the subject of the sentence. I play, you play, he, she, it plays, we play, you play, they play. And I was like, oh, that makes so much more sense now why we're all, learning all these things. Again, from my previous video, just so you know, while we're doing these nouns and pronouns, we are walking through the charts of nouns and pronouns in essentials. So that is where foundations and essentials are tied. We always do the foundations to challenge in the morning, which I forgot to do week 1. Sorry, to my community. But we've also got so much that, especially in the English, that foundations transfers to essentials. So you already have a good footing going into essentials. And if it's your first year in essentials and your first year in foundations, it's okay. You're getting that double repetition. So science, what are some parts of the food chain? So we have builders, we have consumers, and we have decomposers. That's my best zombie look. Or you can play dead. Decomposers. However you want to incorporate that, or not, come up with something else. Tell me about the Magna Carta. Tell me about the Magna Carta. English King John signed the Magna Carta in 1215, limiting the king's power. Later, England's king, Edward III, claimed to be king of France and began the 100-Year War in 1337. So whatever you like. Some people like actions with the song, some people don't. Again, I can kind of come up with my own actions for the history songs, but I am not the greatest at hand motions for all the timeline. So for timeline, you're going to go with what you want to do. If your goal is to do the hand motions to the whole timeline and that's what you want to do with your class and it's working well, go for it. If not, it's not the only thing you have to do. You can see how fast you can say it, see how slow you can say it, not very often. Maybe give them Greek Dark Ages, Israel's United Kingdom, and then see if they know what comes next. You know, sometimes playing like a musical chair experience here, like you're playing the song. I especially in class, like if we're just playing to play, I'm all for competition. But when we're playing in class to have like a learning experience, I'm not into competition. Because I just feel like that reiterates institutional ideals. But in this, if you have chairs for everybody and you're just gonna play the song, or you're gonna say that part over and over again, and then you stop and they all have to find their chair and then they get back up, you know, you can do that a few times and they'd probably love it. So that's that. Abstract art, I have a video on abstract art in the playlist for Cycle 2. So if that's, you know, there's lots of options out there for fine arts. We're working on drawing in fine arts. If there's something different that you want to do for abstract art, that's fine. We just encourage that you do drawing abstract art. On the Move and Speedy for our science kits and our community. We have week 4, a plastic dish, a marble, a pencil, and construction paper. Marble and pencil are in your reusable item pack. Scissors are not supplied in your science bin, but they are in your whole tutor bin. It says that all students participate in pairs. However, you can decide how you want to do that, if you want to do it as a group demonstration or if you want to engage all the kids doing it. You know, it's going to depend on your age group and how you're feeling with your class. Number 12 is Speedy. Supplies are a metal washer and string. And they just say, no, we use smaller washers for student safety. So if this is something you want to take outside and it's, you know, okay weather to do that, go for it. There is an overhang over on one side of the church. If you wanted to be outside, but maybe it's raining, you know, you could possibly use that side. And I think that's about it for week 4. Review. I'm just curious what they have for review. They say play a game using Cycle 2 memory work flashcards. You know, if that's something that sounds fun to you, you know, you can make your own flashcards. You can buy flashcards from the bookstore. There's also, you know, like Stump the Tutor, or Parents versus Kids, you know, some things like that that are fun. If you're having any questions with review, let me know, and have a great week.